Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And today our group will going to tell you how to play chess by using Roy Lopes opening. Roy Lopes opening is one of the famous game that can be used as a wide opening to control your middle game. The Roy Lopes, also known as the Spanish opening or Spanish game, is one of the oldest and most analyzed opening in chess history. Most of the world's top players have adopted this rich opening as part of their repertoire, and many of them play with it with both colors. Despite having a large amount of theory, it is an opening that players of all levels can enjoy. So, uh, we can say that even a new player can use this move to making them know even deeper in the chess. The history of Roy Lopes. The Roy Lopes is one of the oldest opening in chess. It was first analyzed by the players Roy Lopes de Segura in his book De Video de la Invention Liberal. However, it wasn't until the mid of late 18,000 that top players started using the opening consistently.
The Rui Lopes opening. The game usually develops into a long struggle for center that spreads to an attack on the flanks. Although the Rui Lopes is a flexible opening that can lead to tactical skirmishes, game usually develop into a long struggle for the center that spreads to an attack on the flanks. Since black has a hard time getting an advantage in this opening, some people refer to it as the Spanish torture. So right now, let's see how the Rui Lopes opening. So you already watched the video. The Rui Lopes start after the move first e4, e5, second knight f3, knight c6, and third bishop b5. White finish the development of their kingside pieces and get ready to castle shot. The critical idea behind the third move, bishop b5, however, is to attack black c6 knight. White fight for the control of the central d4 and e5 square, and indirectly threaten the black e5 pawn by attacking its only defender. So that's how the Rui Lopes opening.
Hello guys, my name is Nur Afifah with metric number 1210203. Here I would like to introduce you all about several of variation of Rui Lopes opening. So now you can see that one of the variation of Rui Lopes is the main line. In the main line of Rui Lopes, you can see that white positioning their pieces in the center to prepare for a long struggle to control the center. When black start to fend off the white bishop with move on 3a6. So the next is a close variation. In the close variation, you can see that black start to put their bishop on e7, usually inside the pawn chain. After black fifth move, game can still continue in many different ways. So next you can see is the Berlin defense. The Berlin defense is one of the black most solid response to the Rui Lopes. Usually, players go for early queen exchange, but here black accept double pawns on the c5 and forfeit castling right for bishop pair and a solid position. So the last one is exchange variation. In the exchange variation, you can see that white capture black knight on c6 to double black pawns. If white plays d2 to d4, A favorable endgame with pawn majority on the king side can occur. Black get bishop pair as compensation and equalize accurate play. Whether white move for d2 to d4 or a quiet system d2 to d3, this line can avoid you from memorize a lot of theories. So here the video you can see how the game move.
So for the next slide is a variation of Ruy Lopes. The Ruy Lopes is one of the most studied opening in chess. As we know, some other players use the variation of the Ruy Lopes. So for open variation, black takes the white e4 pawn in the open variation to compensate for their spatial deficit with active piece play. In most cases, white will play 6.d4 to open up the center and punish black's lack of development. Next is Schliemann Danish Gambit. Black's aggressive approach to dealing white with the Ruy Lopes is the Schliemann Danish Gambit. Instead of establishing a firm position and playing for equality, black hits first in the center. For both sides, navigating the unbalanced position that results from this variation is tough. And the last variation is the Marshall attack. The Marshall attack was created by Frank Marshall, a strong offensive player and known well, and was first deployed against Jose Raul Capablanca in 1918. Black gambits a pawn in order to quickly mount an attack on the white king.
Pros. First, it leads to very complex and multifaceted play. Second, it tends to give white long-term pressure. Third, white develops rapidly and castles quickly. And lastly, there are quick lines for both tactical and positional players. Cons. First, it's difficult to learn its extensive theory. Second, black has a vast number of defenses to choose from.